it's me again, and yeah, here we go. As our first video today is on the Cote d'Ivoire, or Ivory Coast, which is in West Africa, bordering Ghana, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Guinea and Liberia. And like the name suggests, it's also on the coast. As first written records of the Ivory Coast were by North African traders who visited South Sahara in states in search of gold. As the powerful Sudanese Empire dominated the history of the Ivory Coast, and after the collapse of the Sudanic empires, the Drula people from the north began to reassert themselves and established what is now known as the Kong Kingdom. I really want to say King Kong. I'll show up on that. The Akan people also established the Abron Kingdom that later dominated the Kong people. And other Akan kingdoms were the Baol and the two Agni kingdoms. The Akan kingdoms introduced highly centralized political systems within the Ivory Coast. As the first Europeans to visit the Ivory Coast were the Portuguese, and later other Europeans did also follow. And in 1842 the French declared the area their protectorate, as a formal French colonial rule was introduced in what is now the 1980s, and following the scramble to Africa. And in 1904 Ivory Coast became part of the French West Africa until 1960, where they were able to gain their own freedom. Until like 1999, there was a lot like stability and economic growth, but it all changed in 1999 when there was a military coup where economics began to stagnate, and there was a civil war splitting the country into two halves, like north and south. Then moving on to languages. Cote d'Ivoire is located in Western Africa and has a population of about 23.74 million. And since ancient times, the area has been inhabited by a wide variety of indigenous tribes. And during the period of the European exploration and colonization, the country was involved with a slave trade, but to a lesser extent than other African nations. And around 1880, France established control over the region. It was during the period the French language became a primary language of government, business and education, as today French remains the official language of Cote d'Ivoire, as it is used by the public service officials and the language of instruction in public schools. As a little over 3/4 of the population of the country are of indigenous ethnicities, as a result is resulting in a large number of indigenous languages within the country, as it can be divided into about 4 regional language families. Mande languages in the northwest, Sanofa languages in the north, Kru languages in the southwest, and Kwa in the southeast. And in addition to the languages, researchers estimate approximately 3 million individuals speak immigrant languages, as there may be other African languages or non-African like Vietnamese, Spanish and like Arabic and all that from Lebanon. Another language families previously mentioned, the Cote language have the largest numbers of speakers. As a group is further divided into the Baole and Anian languages, as the Baole language has about 2.1 million speakers. Native speakers as the Anian language has around 1.2 million, and only half a native Anian speaker live in Cote d'Ivoire, while the other half live in Ghana, as both languages belong to the Central Tano language subgroup. And the Kru languages belong to the Niger-Congo family and are spoken by the Kru indigenous people who are based throughout Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso and Liberia, as researchers believe that the Kru languages were first heard by European explorers when they arrived in the area, as languages are further divided into the Bete, Dida, Worbit and Gure languages, as the Bete language has approximately 410,000 native speakers and Gure has around 320,000. As the Sefuno languages also belong to the Niger-Congo language and under the Atlantic Congo classification, and the group is made of about 15 separate languages that are used for communication throughout Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso and Mali. And one of the most widely spoken Senufo languages, subgroups in Cote d'Ivoire, is Senari. And of the Senari language subgroup, Sabara is the most common, as languages has approximately about 860,000 native speakers, as the Mande language group has a broader geographic distribution than the previously mentioned The Mande language group has a broader geographic distribution than the previously mentioned in the video, as the languages can be heard in Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea, Gambia, Mali and Guinea-Bissau. And some linguists believe the Mande languages belong to the Niger-Congo language family, although many researchers disagree with the history of Cote d'Ivoire. The most commonly spoken Mande language are Dan and Guro. As the Dan language has a total of around 1.2 million native speakers, and with about 800,000 being in Cote d'Ivoire, as the Goro language has a total of about 500,000 native speakers. That are concentrated in around the lake regions of the country. And through the many different subcultures, each ethnic group has its own traditions and heroes, as one of the more famous legends tells of the story how the Baole people arrived in Cote d'Ivoire in their original homeland Ghana. They wisely had stored grain in case of famine. They were then attacked by other groups when the famine came. Rather than give up the food, the Queen Paku led the people west into Cote d'Ivoire, finding it impossible to cross the Como River. The Queen sacrificed her own child to the genies or spirits of the river, and they in turn caused the trees to bend over and the river to form a bridge to the land of peace and safety. And the word Baole means the little one dies. So sad. So yeah, that is the video for you, and I'll see you shortly.